Hello and welcome. The newly remastered Hur'q class has just arrived on January 21st, so I thought I'd do a quick video on it. There will be a slight different format to this video. I am still looking at the Dilithium store shields, which are available during certain events of the year and also from the Zen store, but rather than doing the ship customizer, I am using one of the Dyson spheres as the location for the video. This is based off of some feedback that I have received, so please let me know in the comments if you prefer it in the Dyson sphere or if you prefer it the way that I've been doing the other videos with the ship customizer screen. And one final note, as always, the chapters are down below in the description. So the first shield we are looking at is the Alliance Vanity Shield. This is currently the only shield available in the Zen store. It comes as part of the Khitomer Alliance bundle, in which you get the shield, the Khitomer Alliance uniforms and an upgrade. So the shield itself, we have this white hull material, we've got this gold shading, and then we also have this grey shading as well. We see a cyan colour here for the deflectors. We see the cyan there on the side as well. The Bassard collectors on this particular model have an animation effect, which means we won't see a change as we apply different shields throughout the video. In the side, again, quite a bit more of this grey shading material. There's that ring of cyan lighting there, with the grey and then the gold shading there that almost look like a backwards Pac-Man. The cyan there for the nacelles, a nice bit of design there at the rear of them. For the impulse engines, we've got the red through orange, yellow to white effects going on there. Again, more of the grey shading. Then we've also got this red line effect here as well, which is part of the shield. And as we look down again, we're seeing more of the gold and the grey shading there, more of this red line effect as well. And with the same here on the underside. Moving on to the Dilithium store Vanity Shields. First up, we are looking at the Baul Vanity Shield. It's a very popular shield in the game. So I have this very dark hull material. See a still cyan lighting effect here for the deflectors. And that dull cyan colouring there. With the same colouring effect here on the nacelles themselves. Look at the rear, we've got this lovely red impulse engine effect. Again, that nice pattern design there at the rear of the nacelles. So down, we've got some more of that cyan lighting effects going on. So this is the Borg Vanity Shield. It gives your vessel the appearance of a liberated Borg vessel. So we have a grey hull material with this hull plating pattern to it. This lovely blue design for the deflector arrays there. Then we've got this darker grey areas with blue, gold and sort of reddish lighting there as well. And that's an exposed conduit hull material there. There's quite a bit of it there on the front. And quite a lot more of that exposed conduit hull material being seen here. We have this dull blue illumination effect around the side of the dome here. Same effect there for the nacelles. Again, same colour there for the impulse engines. Let's look down, quite a bit more of that exposed conduit hull material being seen here. And quite a significant amount of that exposed hull material with the various lighting illumination effects going on the underside as well. So this is the Discovery Vanity Shield. It is one of the shields in the game that has two different appearances depending on what faction you are aligned with. So for Federation aligned characters, you get the look of a Starfleet vessel from Season 1 of Star Trek Discovery, currently the one on the screen. And for Klingon aligned characters, we'll have a look at that in a moment, you get the appearance of whatever they try to pass off as Klingons in Star Trek Discovery. So looking at this shield, we've got two different tones to the hull material with this pattern effect as well. We have white here with a blue pattern on the deflector arrays. Side here we have this blue for the nacelles, same with this blue illumination around the side of the dome here. Touch of lighting effects here as well. The impulse engines, we have a honeycomb pattern with the red lighting effect. Down, we can see the two-tone to the hull material there. So this is the Discovery Vanity Shield on a KDF aligned character. So you can see we've got this brown hull material with various shapes within the pattern to it. We have this yellow and white design on the deflector. See similar colourings there on the rings around here. We have a similar colour and a pattern to the nacelles themselves there. And the yellow and white with this pattern on the impulse engines. See here we've got this orange shading to the pattern on the rear of the nacelles. And as we look down we can see the various shapes to the hull material pattern. And the same there on the underside. This is the Emperor's Vanity Shield. So we've got this dark grey hull material. We have this purple shading effect here as well. That's quite a nice design to the orange deflectors there. A touch more of the purple shading. Then we have this yellow illumination around the side of the dome there. Slightly lighter yellow there for the nacelles. And the cyan there for the impulse engines. And so look down again, see some more of that purple shading there. And on the underside here, you might be able to make out that blue dot illumination effect that does carry on throughout the whole material. Obviously the lighting from the top there is allowing us to see it in the shade on the underside. And again, more of that purple shading there as well. This is the Ferengi Vanity Shield. So we have the orange hull material that we see on the Ferengi vessels in the TV shows. Touches of gold as well. Got this yellowish orange effect here for the deflectors. The yellow illumination around the side of the dome there. Slightly lighter yellow there for the nacelles. The darker yellow shading there for the impulse engines. See touches of grey there as well with this shield. Down we can see the shades of gold and then the orange there on the hull material and some pattern effects to it as well. And the same there for the underside. Here we have the Hur'q Vanity Shield. We have this green hull material, and you can see this black shading effect going on as well for a bit of a pattern. We have this green design here for the deflectors, and this purple shading. Then we have this large section of illuminated green pattern effect on the hull material. From the side we've got quite a bit more of that illuminated green pattern going on, and more of that purple shading there as well, and you can still see that pattern effect to the hull material also. So we have the green there for the impulse engines, the same green there for the nacelles. As we look down, we can see more of that pattern effect within the hull material. So more of that illuminated green pattern there. And more of a mixture of the green and the purple shading also. As we look at the underside, we've got a significant amount more of that illuminated green hull material there with that pattern overlay. This is the Kelvin Divergence Vanity Shield. So like the Discovery one, you get two different appearances to the shield. For Federation aligned characters, you get the look of the Starfleet vessels in the reboot films, and we'll have a look at the Klingon one next. So we've got this greyish hull material, yes, blue patterned deflector, and that is the same pattern as we see on the Enterprise in the reboot films. Now thankfully, due to the animation effect, we do not get the absolutely atrocious look of the Bizarre collectors from this shield on this ship. You can see this blue and white illumination effect going around the side of the dome here. Same effect there for the warp nacelles. Got this orange and yellow effect for the impulse engines. As we look down, we can see the pattern effect on the hull material. And again, we can see more of that pattern effect there on the underside. This is the Kelvin Divergence Vanity Shield on the KDF aligned character. So we can see here that we have various shades of green to the hull material itself. We have this lovely red pattern to the deflectors. The facade collectors are normally yellow in this one, but I think this red animation effect works really nicely with this shield. On the side we can see this dull blue with this grey shading here. A similar effect here on the cells themselves. See some yellow illumination here on the side. At the rear we've got the red with a honeycomb pattern to them for the impulse engines. So down we see some more of that yellow illumination there, and the various shades of green throughout the hull material. Another popular shield in the game is the Section 31 Vanity Shield. And we see this dark hull material. We've got this striped pattern showing here. This nice blue effect pattern to the deflectors. Side we see that cyan lighting around the side of the dome there. Same along here on the nacelles. The rear we've got these vibrant red impulse engines with a honeycomb pattern on them. And you see the different shadings there to the hull material and more of this striped pattern effect as well. And we're the same here on the underside. So here we have the Tzenkethi Vanity Shield. We have this green hull material, and you can see some of that carved pattern to it there. We also have some black hull material, which unfortunately is also the same colouring as the name and the numbering of the ship there. We also have this grey hull material. And we also have this panel lighting material as well, and some sections of it do pulsate. We have this nice orange effect for the deflectors there. Look at the side, again you can see that carved pattern throughout the hull material there. We have the white illumination around this circular section of the dome. You can make out some of those lights pulsating as well around this circular section. We have white here for the nacelles. We also have white here for the impulse engines. Look down, we see the black and grey hull shadings there, along with the green, again that carved pattern effect to it. Same again there on the underside, and you can see that pulsating light effects there as well. Same underneath the nacelles also. Now we come to the last shield in the Dilithium store. This is the Zhat Vash Vanity Shield. So we have this lovely illuminated green deflector array pattern. We have this olive green and this fawn, almost sandy colour hull material. See the quite bright green illumination there, and same again here on the cells. It's lovely bright red there for the impulse engines. This pattern puts me in mind of a army camouflage, just with the colours here. So this is the Hur'q Remastered skin, just using the standard Vestus hull material. Now I'm using the tier 6 Noble vessel as the frame for this. So I have the sphere separation console. And for those that haven't seen that effect, this is what it looks like. As you can see there, it's sending off buffs to the ship, similar to what the Kobayashi Maru does. Obviously the front of the ship does look a bit weird without that sphere on it, and that sphere is extremely bright. And that concludes our look at the newly remastered Hur'q class. As always, thank you all very, very much for watching. Please do let me know in the comments below if you prefer having the ships in the Dyson sphere and looking at the shield visuals there, or if you preferred it in the ship customizer. In the description down below, you'll find the usual links to my social media, my affiliate for real merch for 10% off your orders there. Also links to the STO wiki and the Star Trek Online news blog. And of course the link there for Casual Sab's YouTube channel. He does news roundups, builds, honest reviews of new content in the game, as well as Q&A and live streams. So until the next video, or the next live stream, I thank you again for watching. Catch you then.